Wow, you assholes are really pricks, aren't you? You've made up your mind and you're sticking to it. And of course you're gonna have the audacity to call me closed-minded. Well, I've given you at last count 14 good economic, social, and financial reasons that the Writers Guild should go fuck themselves. Aside from the fuck you retard argument, there's only one other argument we've heard. The writers deserve it. Let's see, we've explained the stockholder reason, the you get paid for the work you do argument, the writers are lazy bastards argument, oh, and my favorite, the ratatouille argument. Oh, and you have yet to rebut any of these. 14 points against your one. Are you so fucking idiotic that you can't see that you've lost the debate? Which really sucks because I know you bastards are going to get your stupid internet revenues because the studios are ballless nutsacks that will pander to the strong-arm tactics instead of standing up and fighting for what's right. But hey, it's California. What do you expect, huh? But the 14 arguments that have yet to be argued with against your one. And what is your argument? They deserve it. Why? All right, people, we have planned on putting up War Dogs episode number 49, but because so many people who we assume to be WG writers posting comments and being greedy, narrow-minded, self-centered morons don't understand how logic and common sense works, we have to give a lesson on debating and coming up to conclusions instead. So blame the WGA for being morons, and you're having to wait another week for episode number 49. All right, first of all, you do not win an argument by saying, no, you're wrong. That's not fair. That's not right, or you suck. Though the latter is such a very creative response, worthy of those talented people over at the WGA who brought you wonderful scripts such as Giggly, or whatever the fuck the fucking, how do you pronounce that shit? And, 95% of the box office disasters last year. Look, here's how you come to a conclusion. You present an idea, how you feel on something. Then your opponent, in this case a 2-inch piece of plastic, then tears holes in your theories. Presents to you how or why your idea doesn't work. You don't just say, you're stupid. You're supposed to say, wow, I never thought of it like that. Or, hey, you're right. Or maybe this one. If you present your next point, then allow the same 2-inch piece of plastic to tear that argument to pieces using deductive reasoning. Common sense and historical examples of past instances where people who thought as you do went horribly and disastrously wrong and brought the great civilization crumbling to the ground and sending the world into the dark ages. But it's not fair. You're not being compassionate, and you're thinking about how these people feel. Yeah, well, you know what? Compassion is great. It's a beautiful thing, and all the way up to the point where reality steps up and tells you it's time to pay the fucking bill. So with that said, allow us to explain why you suck. Translation, why your argument is flawed and does not fit within the realm of reason. Drop page. First of all, which is one of my personal favorites, you claim writers deserve a percentage of the films they write. And this is in addition to the salary they receive. All right, I'll agree to that. If they agree to that if the movie bombs and loses money, that they make up the same percentage they earn out of their own pocket. It only seems fair. I mean, the studio and investors are the ones putting up the money, taking all the risk, right? If the movie tanks, they've lost their fucking money. While the writer still has the cash they made for selling the script to them. Why should the writer make an additional percentage if the movie does well, like the studio or the investor, but not have to pay for a fucking film bombing just like a studio or investor does, huh? Oh, well, YouTube is unprofessional and Hollywood writers are professional grade. What the fuck? Professional grade? What, then now they're fucking pickup trucks or something? Professional grade to my ass. Look, I have news for you. Every time you go to see a movie or watch a TV show, you're watching the same fucking thing. Every movie is the same. It's called The Hero's Journey. No shit, man. Seriously, look it up. There are hundreds of sites on the internet dedicated to breaking down every movie ever made into the hero's journey. It's called the formula, people. Hollywood does not make a movie that does not follow the formula. Joseph Campbell wrote the book on it, It's what George Lucas used to create Star Wars. Oh, and that pansy-ass goat fucker that said the people who work on movie sets who are manual labor aren't creative and don't deserve as big a cut as the writers. Drop page. First of all, fuck you with a rabid monkey that has a 3-foot schlong. Let me tell you, our prop guys and our set designers, Hell, the people who find our locations are some of the most creative people in the business, turning a fucking coffee maker into a fucking time travel device. On behalf of all the people you insulted by saying they weren't creative, fuck you up the ass with an iPhone with the MP3 player set on the Village People's YMCA set on repeat. You fuckers are saying these writers are so fucking great and they deserve all this money? Well, those of you who aren't in the WGA, I bet you 2 months ago, or hell, 6 months from now, you'll be bitching about how there isn't anything original on TV or in the movies anymore. Aren't you the motherfuckers who were complaining a month ago about all the remakes and sequels coming out? You can't have it both ways, fuckers. How can you bitch about all these movies that are coming out and then say how much more money they deserve? Oh, wait. You're a Democrat, aren't you? Oh, I see. Oh, and the guy who wrote some nonsensical babble about YouTube shutting down? First of all, here's an economic lesson for you, you stupid motherfucker. When shit is making millions of dollars, it has a tendency not to get shut down. No shit, really, it's a fact. Look it up. Even when the government outlaws it, shit, then it starts making even more money. Look that up too, it's under prohibition. Oh, and to say we're taking this WGA strike over the line? We're not the ones who are refusing to work in an attempt to make a major corporation go down the tubes. It's just like you motherfuckers who are downloading movies and music illegally off the internet. First of all, fuck you. We've been to those download sites. We've seen at least 10,000 downloads of our movie Barrio Angels illegally downloaded just on one site alone. And that's our movie. We're the little guy who is just trying to make stuff we enjoy. But I hear people complaining that, oh, he's just taking money away from the corporations. Oh yeah? Well, who do you work for? I bet you a large number of you fuckers work for Walmart or Starbucks or Target or some other big corporation. You think that money is coming out of the bigwig's pocket? No, it's coming out of yours or the millions upon millions of other middle-class workers out there. Corporations employ millions of people all around the world. It's their job to make money. Why? So they can hire more motherfuckers like you and give their employees bigger pay raises, or pay for the health care, or pay for their training, or their company car or gas card. That 4 cents a download the writers want, that's money that could go to hiring another few extras in the next episode, or to the assistants that the writers got fired for their greedy asses. Where do you think salaries come from? That's right, they come from profits from the last movie or episode. If you put $1 million into a movie and you only get $5,000 back, how much money are you going to put into the next movie you invest in? That's right. You're not going to invest in any more movies. Look, all I'm saying here is that the corporations and investors, which if you own stock in GE or Sony or something, is you. The corps and the investors are the ones taking all the financial risk. If the writer is willing to forego their salary in lieu of percentages, I'm all for it. Or you could buy the fucking stock yourself. And then you get like, all kinds of percentages. And then if the stock like doubles, hey, you got twice as much shit there. And then you get dividends and shit. And then you can go to the stockholders meeting. And you actually have a say in the company that you're working for. If your shit sucks, we don't want to see it. We don't want to pay for it. We don't want to pay more for it. We don't want to pay shit for it. We don't want to pay minimum WGA rates for it. We don't want to pay a goddamn fucking dog turd for it that's been sitting in the sun for 30 days for it. All right, well, I've had enough of this shit for one fucking week. Talk to you fuckers later. Bye-bye. When my dad got remarried to my stepmother and everything, I stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes at the fucking reception.